I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not a 10.
All right.
I'm not saying that to be mean, but you're not a 10.
Okay.
The only way for you to be able to avoid these types of situations and these types of men and these types of conversations is when you recognize your worth and you work on your character. Because let me ask you something. Do you think they would dare to ask me something like that?
I just want to say for anyone who needs to hear this that no one cares that you drink your coffee dark. Like, there is no trophy in existence for the person who has the least amount of milk in their coffee, or the person who like truly likes the taste of coffee the most. Literally no one cares. No one's thinking about it or cares. And that's it.
Somebody needs to tell her that there are no trophies for sharing your opinion on the internet. I have never seen someone who loves their coffee black ask for recognition because they don't want milk in their coffees. These women are so starved for attention to the point that they will literally show withdrawal symptoms if they don't post something on social media, regardless of how stupid and nonsensical it is. They just have to post something. And here's another one.
The longer the anniversary post caption, the worse the relationship. That's all I'm going to say about that.
The fewer arguments they provide in order to back up their claims, the dumber they are. That's all I'm going to say about that.
If you really want to make someone feel like for what they did to you, you come for their character. Okay, but you got to do this correctly. No reaction, completely unbothered. Because men expect you to act crazy and dramatic and emotional. And if you do, they're not going to feel bad. So pull it together. Now there's got to be a period of silence. They're going to be calling you like crazy, but you got to make them sweat it out. Go for the jugular. Their abandonment issues. Then, when you do finally call them back, we're still going to be completely unbothered. So cool, no reaction. And then we're going to hit him with the right hook. I'm not mad. I was never mad. Honestly, I'm just really disappointed. I thought you were better than this. I'm just disappointed in you. That's all. Stay toxic.
The good thing about all the women who give these kinds of advices to other women is that all of them have either crashed into the wall, or they can't keep a man after he has busted that nut out.
I've just discovered the reason why it's so hard to find a good guy dating in 2023. And it's not because there aren't any left and that all men are disgusting and all men are trash. That is completely false, no matter what you hear from other girls on TikTok. The truth is that the good guys are done with dating. They would rather be single and have their peace than be in a relationship and not be treated correctly. They're done playing the games, okay? Girls not being monogamous, them not texting them back, them giving them mixed signals, them opening up and sharing their feelings, and then a girl breaking up with them. They don't want to deal with that. They'd rather work a lot, go home, play some video games, watch a movie, and spend time with their dog or themselves than ever have to deal with women. I just want to know which one of you ladies messed it up for everyone.
Someone gave me this advice a few years ago and it has forever changed the way that I react to situations. Be scared of your own karma. No matter how wrong someone does you, it is not your responsibility to teach them that lesson. Any retaliation that you take is just going to result in you getting bad karma. Karma is so real and people will get what they deserve, but it's not your responsibility to make that happen. This is literally the universe testing you. So call it selfish, but next time someone does you dirty, think about your own karma and just let the universe do its thing.
Translation: if a woman does you wrong, don't hold her accountable because it will be bad karma for you. How about you act like an adult? If someone does something wrong to you, call them out and make them realize their mistakes. I'm not saying that you should go John Wick on them, but hold them accountable for their F-ups. If they realize their mistake and decide to make course corrections, that's good. And if they don't, that's also good because you can remove them from your life. Either way, at least you were able to establish boundaries. And if they do it again, now you can go John Wick on their ass. The universe is never going to establish boundaries for you and enforce your standards.
Respectfully, I don't go above and beyond for anyone anymore. I'll meet you as far as you meet me. I'll speak to you as much as you speak to me, and I'll include you as much as you include me. Prioritize me, and I'll prioritize you.
Respectfully, how has it been working for you so far? I understand the concept of reciprocity, but these women not only refuse to accept that men and women want different things from each other, but they also take men's contributions for granted. For them, what a man does for them doesn't count because he is supposed to do those things for them. So, they now want men to do for them what they do for men, just so that they can feel like the man is invested in the relationship. Frankly, it's a good thing that she is single. No man deserves to deal with this level of foolishness.
18 years old. I've never had a boyfriend, but what I do have is a 30-page list full of qualifications and standards said person has to meet.
And that's why they're mad. You know, this girl is conventionally attractive, she's thin, she's young, all the things that guys like to throw in the faces of women who have standards and normally say, well, who do you think you are? We don't want you. You're over 25, you're over 30, you're this, you're that. Oh, you don't have the body for all of the requests that you're making. Well, here's someone you can't say that to. And when she stated her qualifications, you didn't meet any of them, and now you're upset.
Here we go again. Another moron with a phone and access to the internet. It is strange how she flew over the 30 pages requirement that delusional 19-year-old has. As a matter of fact, I personally think that it is not even about the 30 pages. If you want to have your standards, fine. Have your standards, but here's the thing. Are you the representation of what you are asking from others? Second, what can you do that is profitable enough for the other person, for you to have the standards that you have? Thirdly, no one can meet a 30-page standards list, unless you are the one creating the person, and making them to your liking. No one will ever meet that. And lastly, anyone with a 30 pages standards list about what another human being should have, they must have some severe mental health issues. Modern women's lack of comprehension is really something worrisome. They just can't seem to understand that. It is not because you look a certain way that you will definitely be able to secure a relationship. You can be the most beautiful woman who has ever existed, but if your character is trash and you have nothing else other than your body to offer, well, no man will ever take you seriously. Of course they will have some action with you, but that's it. No men will ever want to burden themselves with you because your character is trash. But for the sake of fairness, I also have to acknowledge the fact that most women have nothing else to offer other than their bodies because, 1. They are women, and, because of pathetic men. Men who are willing to give them anything they want just because they are women. And when they meet a man or men who are not willing to give them things for free, all they can use as bargaining tool is their bodies. And when you live in a time when the dominant culture is for women to be free, no wonder why most women have higher body count than the predator.
Okay, gym crushes are actually the best. Hear me out. You know you're gonna see them like every day at the same time, week to week. So it's very dependable. You're also seeing them while they're lifting, which is like prime. Seeing somebody mid-pump. They're also pretty easy to find because they most likely are following your gym on like social media or tagged your gym on social media. And most importantly, you could stare at them, and then if they catch you, you could just act like you're really zoned in, like locked in to your lift and your music, that it's not weird, that you're just staring in their direction, not at them. See what I mean?
It's really lonely as your friends partner up and you remain single because their priorities change and yours stay the same. I saw a video recently in which a creator explained that when you're single, you're nobody's priority. All your community and your friends and your family do care about you. You're not first on anyone's list. If you've had it before, you understand how lonely this realization is. The thing I observe and grieve most about my singleness is the absence of a container or a buffer in my life and the presence of it in the lives of my friends who are partners. Instead of needing each other reciprocally, when my friends become partnered, they need me less than I need them. My challenges are my own to weather, my problems are my own to solve, and I don't come home to someone who gives a shit about any of it. But I've learned to stop taking it personally and be a container and a buffer for myself. I think I was blindsided by the evolution of my friendships in my 20s until I stopped taking the no text back or the days to text me back personally from my friends who became partners. It happened enough times I could understand it was not about me, and I could access gratitude for my friends' happiness without feeling slighted in the same way that I would want for them to be happy for me if I had found secure companionship.
Good for her for coming to that realization. But there is a reason why she is single, and it is not because she was busy focusing on her spiritual life, or helping the needy, or acquiring the skills or the characters to be a good wife.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not a 10.
All right.
I'm not saying that to be mean, but you're not a 10.
Okay.
The only way for you to be able to avoid these types of situations and these types of men and these types of conversations is when you recognize your worth and you work on your character. Because let me ask you something. Do you think they would dare to ask me something like that?
Yes, he can. And somebody needs to tell her that it doesn't matter how red the lipstick is, it will never improve your character. For those who don't know, I'm giving you a small psychology fact here. Women who use vivid red lipstick are looking for sexual attention. If you didn't know, now you know. But anyways, at the end of the day, Life is a choice. That will be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Till next time.